All right, coming up next, it's a UFC heavyweight showdown. Well, always exciting when this guy shows up on the fight card, Daniel. He is a true mixed martial artist. Not really any glaring weaknesses, at least, that he's put on film thus far.
He's the new breed of fighter. Those kids that start doing everything at 6 years old. They start wrestling, they start doing jiu-jitsu, they start to box. He's one of those guys that has every one of those skills, and he does them all at an A+ level. He's got tremendous cardio. He is the type of fighter that in a few years will just litter the UFC roster across the board.
And oftentimes his opponents will say he doesn't really do anything special, but he does everything at A+ level, and he believes he'll have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight. All right, so here he is, the former two-time UFC light heavyweight title challenger, Alexander Gustafsson. There was some retirement talk a few years ago, but he seems to have his head screwed on right now. Came back with that huge knockout of Glover Teixeira not all that long ago that many argue was the best performance of his UFC career.
Yes, and I'm glad that Alexander Gustafsson is still here.
Yeah.
Because why would you leave when you still are so valuable to everything that happens in the UFC light heavyweight division? A very, very skilled striker. Underrated wrestling, has scored takedowns on some of the best wrestlers the UFC light heavyweight division's ever seen. Tall, big, great cardio, a fantastic fighter is Alexander Gustafsson.
And he's going to hang around at least long enough to realize a third crack at that elusive UFC light heavyweight title. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. So 3 years the gap in age between these two fighters, with similar height and some differences in reach. Now for the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 18 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 260 pounds. Fighting out of Moscow, Russia, Sergei Pavlovich. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 18 wins, 8 losses. He stands 6 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 240 pounds. Fighting out of Stockholm, Sweden, and when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean draws the assignment here. Well, there is nothing quite like calling fights here in Rio de Janeiro. I'd imagine for the athletes, nothing quite like making that walk. Here we are back in Brazil once again.
For the Brazilian athletes to see their colors being flown, to see the crowd going crazy every time. There were nights where Brazilian fighters could not lose. They have won 10 fights at times in this arena because they take so much energy from the crowd.
Effective punch there by Alexander Gustafsson. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense?
Huge knee land.
Battling for hooks. Oh, good opportunity to do damage here. He's got that tie clinch. And a nice job at least staying upright on that. All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. Oh, nice connection with that punch. It's one thing to have an edge and reach. It's another to take advantage. Nicely done.
What a punch.
Both guys really throwing with authority.
You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now. That landed clean.
Huge left hand. Oh, big knee. there. Just over 2 minutes, round one. Oh, nice jab by him there, and I guess on the other side, hard to get your offense going when your head keeps getting snapped back like a Pez dispenser.
Every time he tries to go forward and use his own offense, the jab is stopping him in his tracks. He's doing a great job of fighting behind him.
Well, he has certainly found the range and staying pretty busy here on the feet.
He's being busy, but it's also the timing and the accuracy that's allowing him to land so many attacks.
30 total strikes, and now landed for Alexander Gustafsson. The distance gets the single collar tie.
Oh, big right hand!
Under a minute to go in what has been a wild round one. Gustafsson's got the tie clenched. Let's see what he can do with it.
Big powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Now he gets a more dominant position with the underhook.
He is going to start to drive knees over and over. You got to be careful here. You got to move.
Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. Now he's got the Muay Thai plunge. And they separate. All right, so there's the end of the round, and the tide has officially turned. A huge head strike to stun his opponent. We'll see which corner can adjust here moving forward.
I mean, they've got to be celebrating. They've got to be happy. Everything's working. But the other side has to be concerned. They have to figure something out, make some sort of adjustment to try to change the tide of this fight.
You ready to fight? Ready.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Gustafsson's kick to the body is blocked.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick. Right hand punch him with clinch.
Oh, beautiful hook. Slams, that's as good a punch as he's thrown all night.
The punch that lands down the middle, the one that you don't feel, is the one that lands perfect, and that one landed perfect. He is throwing his entire hip into these body shots.
Nice punch there by Alexander Gustafsson. And he gets, oh, and he finally gets the takedown now. So what do they say? If try again?
If at first you don't succeed, you try again. And this guy is the poster boy for that saying, because he shot many takedown attempts, and he finally has secured one.
All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here. He's gonna tag off bar here.
Oh, he picks him up and slams him down.
Explosive slam to lift him and slam him out of that armbar. Go right into side control. Now let's see what he does, right?
Sometimes when you do that, the choke or the submission can get tighter, but he was able to evade it.
Yes.
All right, working inside the closed guard now. Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom, and if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent. Oh, nice.
High amplitude slam to get him to the canvas. His opponent was working on an armbar, and he beautifully lifted him up and got him to the canvas. Well done there. Working out of the half guard here. Oh, nice job here staying busy off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. And he landed the right hand there. All right, has the guard closed here. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. sounds the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. Well, I'm not sure the extent to which he has recovered, but we do see the end of the round. DC, talk us through the replay.
Well, he's a tough guy. He's going to make it to the stool. He's going to survive unless you put him completely out of there. Unfortunately, he's in there with a guy that does have that ability.
Third round underway. Gustafsson's strike attempt there is there, DC, he is officially run.
A big, massive hook that really has put his opponent on skates.
Oh, straight right. Oh, the kickboxing chops on full display with that offering. Nicely done.
Beautiful kick landed by this man.
Now a knee. All right, single collar tie now. Well, that left hand has been there at times, not on that attempt. Now he engages in a Muay Thai clinch. You better protect that head. Oh!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Now goes in and secures the takedown. How good is that right hand? All right, dominant position for him here. Full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you got to start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees.
Oh, looks like he's transitioned to an armbar.
You cannot stay in the guard of these great jiu-jitsu guys. He's attacking armbar now.
Continuing to try to manipulate the head here. And this might just be a matter of time. By submission, beautifully executed there on the ground. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
He does a great job of staying patient. He doesn't rush or panic. You are never safe when you're fighting this guy. You're in a lot of trouble. You're in a lot of trouble the entire time when you're this good in the submissions.
So there he is, your winner by submission. That could hold up as one of the better subs of the year. Near perfect execution tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean is going to stop this contest at 2 minutes, 47 seconds of the third round, declaring the winner by tap out, Sergei Pavlovich.
Well, what an incredible result here tonight as you see the winner there celebrating his victory by way of submission, and they put so much stock into finishing this fight. They felt like to really spin his career forward, they needed to not just win but get the finish, and they certainly got it tonight.
They got the finish. He's such a terrific grappler. Every time he is on his back, he looks for submissions over and over again. Eventually, he found one tonight.